And you're listening to Straight Talk with Kate and Crash on HTLA Radio 1, New York.
Say it to the man, you know you got the right thing on when it's Monday night at 8 o'clock. Yes, Straight Talk on HTLA Radio 1, New York. 33 degrees Central Park tonight on this fine December 8th. And boy, do we got a little zing-dinger for you today on the old Straight Talk here with me and the Miss Kate here.
It's the Straight Crash. Crash Straight. We're going to crash straight.
Okay, we're going to crash straight. You heard it here first.
Oh, we're going to straight crash.
Yes, we are pretty much straight crashing right about now. Yes.
Right.
So stand by, stay tuned, grab your coffee, sit down, have a seat, strap in, light one up, because, you know, you got a cigarette too, right? No?
Right. Well, yeah. Sure.
There you
go. If you're here listening with us, sure.
And get set, gang, for this Monday's edition of Straight Talk with Kate and Crash, the Crash Mash.
Okay, wow, that was the longest, doublest intro song ever.
Yeah, baby, but hey, you got to roll with what's down, my meeps.
I know, they probably thought it was like the end credits or something. That was so long. Oh my goodness.
Oh, come on, we haven't done a 20-minute episode since the disaster episode.
Well, that's true, and how funny, we were just talking about that the other day. It's time for another one, but hopefully it won't be tonight, and it'll all be good.
Oh, so, yeah?
Yes.
It always is. What are you talking about?
True. So, like my dearly husband said, today is Monday, and if you can hear me, then you are listening to Straight Talk with your host, this intellectual Kate Taylor, and her co-host, the magical and wondrous and awesome, and not just because I'm married to him, Christopher Crash Jesus Taylor.
I'm the crow host.
That would be, how funny. That's cute. You would appreciate that, too.
I'm the crow host.
That's it. Now, tonight, I'm the crow host. Oh, my gosh. Did you just see what I did? Ow, it's burning my butt. This might be the disaster episode.
It burns.
Well, no, my cigarette. Okay, I got it. Thank you.
I'll see.
Oh, wait. I think I lost my cherry on your nice chair there.
The union's going to be on the phone with safety concerns about Miss Kate.
This is why they banned smoking in the workplace. Okay.
Well, there's not really a whole heck of a lot of work going on here.
I just bought these jeans. Okay.
Yes, of course you did.
Right.
Yeah. Are you straight now? Can we?
Yeah. Do you smell your chair burning? Sorry about that. I lost my cherry on your chair, and then I sat on it.
Okay, there you go, folks. Live on the air. She's admitted to burning my chair, so the corporate requisition for a brand new one will, of course, be expedited without delay.
No.
Next time I could just save you a lot of time and just light the chair on fire.
True. It almost was the disaster episode, see? All right, okay, yes. All right, here we go. This is HTLA Radio 1, not on fire. The world's best talk radio on the world's first, all brilliantly exceptional, all utterly original talk entertainment programming ever.
Oh, yeah.
See, we can talk and we can write. We just can't smoke like normal people. So.
Don't include me in that. I smoke all day long on coffee and cigarettes.
See,
I
that's why.
haven't burned anybody's chair.
You get to practice all day.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's it. Yeah.
Is that where my professionalism comes from? repetition?
That's it. Isn't that the way for everybody?
I was once inept as well.
I don't recall because you do those shows alone without me in the studio. So.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Well, if you haven't yet been there, then head on over to HTLA's Sexy Holiday World at www.htlaradio1.com. That's the number one, just like us. Yes, we've got Santa visiting and some cool little things going on there at the HTLA World. So you'll want to stop by and see that. So, yeah, it's a cool thing. Well, let's see. It's a big week. It's Monday as usual, and that always starts the week for us, I guess for you guys too, but always here for us because we don't do shows on the weekends. So
that's right. We're better than that.
Well, we need a weekend like a normal person. We
don't. I do 6 shows a day on Saturday and Sunday if it was up to me.
That's true. He would, and we used to. I remember those days.
Yes, the good old days.
But now the children don't permit us to work 7 days a week anymore.
Well, no, the children don't permit you. That's woman's work.
Oh. No, it's your job to play with them on the weekends.
I don't play with children. You go to jail for that around here.
Do the daddy thing on the weekend and, play with them and teach them things.
Oh,
build stuff. And
that must be what their problem is. I don't teach them anything.
Oh, okay. Right, exactly. Well, as usual, we will have a full lineup for you this week. And barring any major catastrophes.
Yes, like chairs going on fire.
That's a minor catastrophe in our world.
Says you.
Well, sorry, I know. It wasn't my chair. It was. Well, you had to switch chairs with me tonight and be the gentlemanly thing. See? He did the honorable thing and let me have the really good chair, his chair. Yeah,
so. Yeah. Next week, I'm going to bring her sexy leather chair from upstairs all the way down here and drop a cherry in it. Yeah.
I have a gorgeous two-tone white and black leather chair. No, you may not. Yes. But, well, barring any catastrophes, you will see the premiere of Home Talk this Friday.
That's right. And ladies and gentlemen, I do have to mention, Kate just said she has a leather black and white chair. See, she's not racist.
No.
There you go. So don't even go there. Nope. A little bit of her ass is on the white, a little bit of her ass is on the black.
That's it.
There you go.
It's red all over.
So, yeah, full lineup this week, starting off with tonight's lovely show, which is kind of a strange melding, if you will, I guess, a hybrid of...
We're trying something new today.
Crash Talk. We are? Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to do, a little bit of my straight sophistication with a little bit of his corruption.
Crash.
I guess. It's corruption of Crash. But, we're just, it's one of those things. It's the holidays, so of course, our usual guests, they're doing their own thing. There's... we've got award seasons coming up in the spring, so there's a lot of people that are very busy at this time of year, and then there are people that are just off and home visiting families after, working and on productions all year, and television shows are on hiatus, so all that kind of thing. So, it's just us usually. We're just little old 2 little birdies in the studio by ourselves until January, until the end of January.
We'll change the... We'll change the show name to Chilling with 2 Old People in the Northeast.
No, I said little birdies. I said little old birdies. I didn't say old birds or anything.
Hey. Oh.
Yeah. And it's good because after the seriousness of last week's show.
It was.
It's good to be light.
That was just too damn much.
I know.
It's good
we still talk about that show, though.
Well, yeah, it won't go away anytime soon because the problems in the world that, cause shows like that.
We're still here.
We're still here. They're not going anywhere.
I've got a couple of topics, that I find serious and upsetting for tonight's segments. But, on the whole, as long as you're beside me, it should be a fun time.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, just joining us, my pants are still on. There we go. Well, I got to get to some station business before we roll on to this incredible show tonight.
That's right.
Let's see. What would be the first order of business? Well, I guess, as always, this show, as all shows on HTLA Radio 1, are completely completely powered by this. They're powered by
Procast.
Ask Kate.
Oh, yeah.
Put that bullhorn down. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And also by Tim Hortons, New York City, and there are 8 fine locations throughout the city here to serve your every coffee and baked good need.
Yum, yum, yum. I have it right here.
Yes. And actually, so do I. Thank you for getting that.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Straight Talk's also brought to you by Netflix Original Productions and PreSonus. Yes, the beautiful sounds you're hearing of us tonight are pumping live to you through the PreSonus broadcast studio here at HTLA Radio 2. And we love them to death. They make nothing but the best products, and we couldn't be happier fiddling around with PreSonus gear. There you go. Mm-hmm. And also, finally, by Fierce Kitty Omnimedia. Yes, which makes what?
They make Fierce Kitty. What do we make?
T-shirts? We have T-shirts?
We make young women into empowered 21st century women. That's what we do.
Yeah. Do you know of a company that makes young women into naked subjects and servants?
Well, sure. I mean, I guess that would be part and parcel of the 21st century woman, to know how to do that and be that when it's necessary.
Well, not so's you know it.
Well, I have to get rolling there. We need more funding. So,
yes, well.
So all the men that want that, just donate to Fierce Kitty Omnimedia, and I can get rolling on that. See?
Oh, there we go. New cause for you, ladies and gentlemen.
It.
The station, you can follow us, of course, on Twitter at HTLA Radio, the number 1. For me personally, yours truly, CRASHTalkin is my tweeter. And for the feisty wife here, her personal Twitter, you can follow her at Fierce Kitty Kate.
Yes, thank you very much. And I try and tweet more. I do. And if Santa Claus upgrades my smartphone this year for Christmas, I'll be able to do more. Mm-hmm. I have my tablet and my phone, but I do mostly of my stuff on my tablet. But
I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you wrap you up a little chisel and rock. That'll be your upgrade.
I'd love it. I actually asked Santa for a potter's wheel this year.
Oh, yes.
I want a potter's wheel. I'm trying to get more, with my hands in the clay. We'll do the whole ghost thing. We'll recreate that. We'll be better at it, of course. But
well, you never know who's going to show up to talk straight on Straight Talk, so just keep listening.
That's
just
right.
Sit there and don't do nothing.
We'll have a surprise guest over the holiday season, but for the most part, you're just stuck with us until the holidays are over, so...
Yeah, eat it.
Yeah. Enjoy it, because you probably catch things that are rare because, it's just us and we're kind of, raw and not, as, I guess, professional as we would be with all the guests, So we're just more of a hang loose kind of
I don't
thing.
know. If you go back to any of our shows where I've been on there with you on Straight Talk with interviews, I'm pretty much the same.
Well, you are, right.
Yeah.
But I guess I get a little more relaxed when there isn't a guest and stuff.
Yeah, you go all Switzerland and, welcome to the show. It's Kate Taylor and we're straight talking.
Right, exactly.
Will and Kate are on the show today.
Well, they're not, but they're in New York today.
I know.
They're actually here. And it's very exciting.
Well, I wasn't going to tell you, but I actually did a Timmy's run this afternoon when I was out there for that hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Should have taken me 15 minutes most.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, I ran into them, actually. They were they were coming out of Avita, and I bumped into the good prince there, and I did get his wallet. Well, come on. As every good New Yorker knows, if you can't do that, you're not a New Yorker. And me being from Canada, I've been practicing over the last 3-4 years. So he didn't notice, which was good. And, in the conversation, we decided to go back and get some coffee. And I treated them to a little Canadian treat. While we were sitting there talking and whatnot, I was able to actually stick his wallet back in her purse, of course.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now there's going to be a big fight tonight. Because he's going to think she stole it to shop.
Possibly.
Probably.
I could have caused the breakup of Will and Kate.
Oh, my goodness gracious. No, not likely.
No, probably not.
Well, for those of you that don't know, she is pregnant, and we're heartily rooting for a girl.
That wasn't me. I didn't bump into them that hard.
No. It's this Kate that has to get pregnant again.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the one sitting right here.
Yes, because we don't have enough children right now.
No, we don't. We need a couple more.
Oh.
At least one more.
Okay, well, I've got a lot of stuff to cover tonight. I don't know about you. Sounds like you're pretty slim on the content details.
No, not even. Not even remotely. Actually, the first thing I'd like to open with and start with is, something that's kind of worrying me a bit right now. It's that huge winter storm that's coming the next few days. I don't know if it's going to affect the city, but the outlying areas of the city are going to be majorly impacted. They're calling for a warning now between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. in the morning, and then, on through the next few days. I think the city should see rain, probably.
I'm thinking that's about what it's going to look like. It's 34 right now in Central Park.
But they're calling for a quarter of an inch of ice in the, suburban areas and power outages. And, if you haven't yet experienced a northeastern ice storm, they're gorgeous. And I have pictures on my Facebook of the last couple. But they're just stunningly gorgeous, but they're deadly. They're just brutally deadly. So.
Yeah, like most women.
There you go. So I fear that we might be approaching an ice storm. We've got the right meteorological makeup for it.
Okay.
All
right.
So, yeah. And that's a scary thing. So
I guess it would be.
Everybody be safe, be warm. I made hubby bring all the wood in today. So we can keep the fire stoked and all that goody stuff. We decorated this weekend. Wanted to get a jump on it because I'm so busy.
Well, we've got all this social media, like tons of Facebook pages. It might be nice if we actually put up some of those photos before we started talking about. Hey, I'm busy. I've got Radio 2 shows coming out tomorrow there that need commercials and drops and whatnot. I'm full. Sorry.
You still have to manage the graphics department because I certainly don't have time doing that.
Well, there you go. I'm still full. Sorry. What do we got besides the storm rolling around?
Well, you were the king of the content today.
Got the content.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like right now, currently in Los Angeles, a massive fire that was caused by, yes, you guessed it, looting. Yeah, no.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Yes. Well, there's a massive fire right now that's destroying a downtown apartment complex that was under construction. It shut down 2 major freeways, and authorities are looking into whether the blaze was deliberately set. The cause of the fire that took up an entire city block was under investigation as a possible criminal act. Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, there may be some foul play by Captain Jamie Moore. Who is the captain in the fire department there, who's currently fighting the blaze. Dogs that are trained to sniff accelerant were on the scene as part of the investigation into the fire, which burned quickly through the building's wooden frame. Some 250 firefighters were called from a number of counties to battle the blaze, which broke out at 1:20 in the morning today and could be seen for miles. Actually, some of the photos over at USA Today and the New York Times, that it looks like some alien dropped a nuke on the city. It's pretty huge.
Wow, that is big. Yeah. Wow, it's just look at that. I mean, if you see the photos, it's on USA Today. They're just
kaboom.
I mean, it's a long shot, and it's enormous.
Yeah,
it's enormous.
Well, apparently the site is a 1.3 million square foot luxury apartment complex.
Wow, it was a luxury complex.
Well, yes, it was. I guess is the...
Now it's just another hood. Well, it is.
Yeah, it's a little bit of Ferguson in every L.A. There you go.
Wow.
Yes.
A little bit of Ferguson in your life.
A little bit of Ferguson in L.A.
All right. Yeah, see. I can be funny, see.
You can. That was very good. I'm very impressed.
Yes.
Yeah. And, of course, in Cleveland, more...
Oh, this is the kid with the gun in the park?
Dreadful news. Yes, the mother of the boy, the gun in the park, wants police convictions. There we go.
Right.
Mother of the 12-year-old boy who was shot and killed by Cleveland police officers last month was very clear. She says, quote, "I'm actually looking for a conviction." Yes.
Right.
Yes, poor Tamir. Sure. And for those of you who don't know, poor Tamir was pulling a gun in and out of his waistband, pointing at people, swearing in the local city park that day. Before rounds of 911 calls came in reporting what was going on, including a number of callers that were on the line with 911 operators right up until the time of the shooting when police arrived on the scene and unloaded their clips in the little beggar.
Right. Yeah, I saw that video. And Yeah. I mean, I have two 14-year-old girls and a 2-year-old son, and none of them would be hanging out by themselves at a park waving around a toy gun.
Well, now here's what she says. Quote, "My child don't do things like that. I don't allow that type of toy in my house around him, period."
Oh, so where'd he get it? A buddy?
And
he was holding it for a friend.
Well, and if you look at the video, he seems pretty adept at holding it gangsta style.
And that was not just if you notice, because you've actually seen, they actually had the photos of the gun. And I saw in the video, I paid particular attention to make sure the photos that were posted matched what I'd seen in the raw footage.
Yeah.
And somebody had cut the orange safety part off the frontispiece of the gun.
Absolutely. It was completely made to look real.
Right.
There you go.
Exactly. So, do I feel terrible for this woman as a mother? Absolutely. Kids make mistakes.
I don't feel sorry for her one little bit.
You should. It's not her fault her son did something stupid and got himself killed.
Well,
she's a mother. She can't watch them 24/7. We can't watch our kids 24/7.
Let's get something straight. If you're in this gene pool on this planet right now, I'm sorry, but if you're that stupid, I think nature has taken its course here.
I think that she's saying, yeah, but children don't get to be qualified as stupid or non-stupid because they're immature. So a blatant stupid act can occur when you develop to the point where you have all the facts and you should know better, but remembering still how it feels to be 12 and having teenagers and seeing how they think and what their thought processes are and their, where they latch on to things that mature people don't because they're physiologically not developed as an adult yet.
Well, here's another thing to consider. Back when I was a kid, 12 years ago.
None of your friends did anything stupid?
Well, no. My point is that when we were growing up, we used to get guns that looked like guns because that's the way they were sold in stores, and we used to run around all day playing cowboys and Indians, cops and robbers, whatever.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Nobody cared.
Right.
All right. So, I mean, there certainly wouldn't have been a 911 call. Actually, that was before 911. They didn't even have that. Nobody would have even called the police department and said, "Oh, I think there's a couple of rabble-rousing kids out there you should take a look at." No.
The hooligans.
They didn't say it. It was just kids being kids.
Right. Yeah. Now you can't even make a gun with your fingers.
No. No. But this kind of goes back to my point about not feeling sorry for the kid or this mother in this case, because you're 12 years old in 2014. You can't make a gun with your finger in school, so don't tell me the logic isn't there that you shouldn't be waving around a modified toy in the park, swearing at people, threatening people.
Well, okay,
Sorry.
Fair enough. I didn't say the kid wasn't to blame. He was just, making a really stupid thing and being all hot stuff and got himself killed.
Well, yes, but now you got to ask yourself, why does law enforcement have to pay for a legal defense for stupidity?
They don't. I have to say here, that I don't believe that in any case, law enforcement, is there police brutality? Of course. But is it because of the current state of the streets that they have to work on more times than not? Absolutely, too. Yeah. They see horrible, terrible things all the time. So when they come across a situation, they come on a scene, their first thought is always to the worst.
Sure.
Not to the best. They can't give the benefit of the doubt to the bad guy because it almost always wouldn't be the accurate choice. So, but again, to the mother's defense, she just worked to put food on this kid's table and a roof over his head and clothes on his back. She can't watch him 24/7. She can't be responsible for his decisions. We tell our kids everything we tell our kids, and they still make stupid decisions because they think they know everything. And they'll rebel and go directly, opposite of what we advise them to do also.
And they should be shot. There you go.
Well, yeah. See, that's why I don't show up on Crash Talk to guests too much.
Just get him out of there. She says.
Right.
She says, "I noticed my son laying down on the ground, and I went charging and yelling and everything at the police because they wouldn't let me through." Well, no, it's a crime scene. Then I seen my daughter back in the back of the police car, the same car that the shooter got out of. Well, okay. As I was trying to get through to my son, the police told me to calm down or they would put me in the back of a police car.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't cause a further scene, sure.
She said when she first learned her son had been shot was when two boys ran to her nearby home with the news. Here's a question. Why didn't two boys run by the home, what was he in the park for, threatening people over a half an hour? Why didn't they run to the home and say, your son's in the park threatening people with
He's going to get shot.
toy gun. He's going to get shot. Hello.
Because they're drama hounds, too. They have nothing else to do. It's a living soap opera.
My theory is that if you leave a kid in the park long enough with a toy gun threatening people, sooner or later, the cops are going to come and shoot him, and it might be a white cop and another fuel to the fire.
Well, and also, jackpot, lottery win. She wants the cop to get convicted because she can't pursue a civil case unless he does. Even if he's acquitted, if he's at least charged, she can pursue a civil case. But if the charges aren't even brought criminally, then she can't really even pursue a civil case. It won't get anywhere.
If you believe it, you must acquit.
That's it.
There you go.
You know it.
Oh.
I know. It's just awful. It's heartbreaking, though. Because, we should, at this juncture, in this day and age, in this age of Aquarius kind of thing, be able to have a more equal society that actually helps each other and works towards, a better country, better neighborhoods, better statehoods.
Well, this is kind of something I alluded to today on Coffee and Cigarettes, talking about some of the new Ferguson details out today, was that, we need to focus on being better Americans.
Right.
It's not black or white or purple or anything else. This woman says, Tamir was a bright child. He had a promising future. He was very talented in all sports.
Oh, okay.
The community loved him. See, now, this statement really throws it off because her kid had numerous 911 calls about him in a park with a gun in and out of his waistband, all gangsta homie.
Right, playing gangsta
pointing
homie.
it at people, threatening people.
I know.
How in any way, shape, or form does this, speak to a bright kid?
It doesn't. Well, she's talented at sports. She didn't say academics.
How does these actual actions of this kid have anything to do with a promising future?
Right. Well, they don't. They don't. And
and if the community loved him, were they just saying that because he was holding a gun to them?
Oh, gosh. Well, it's sad. We're going to get further into more of these kind of social issues when we get back from our first commercial break, which hubby will bring us back from. So, yes, we'll see you in 2 minutes.
Well, not only will I bring you back from it, I'll take you to it.
And you're listening to Straight Talk with Kate and Crash on HTLA Radio 1, New York.
So do you guys think being fast is better than being slow?
Yes! It's better to be fast, to not be bitten by a werewolf, and then you'll be turned into one, and you'll have to stay in, and then you'll have to get shade because you'll be too hot, and then you're like... which means I wish I was back to a human.
What?
It's not complicated. Faster is better. And AT&T is the nation's fastest 4G LTE network for your iPhone 5.
The world is facing one of the biggest crises in the history of history. Girls are getting hotter and hotter. This is causing guys to lose their cool. It's happening everywhere. That's why the people at Axe have developed the new Axe Chill Collection. It helps guys keep their cool before it's too late. Girls are getting hotter. Keep your cool with the new Chill Collection from Axe.
You walked into the hotel as a 5. But when she saw the room, you turned into a weird 7. When she saw the rooftop pool, you went to 11. You two should probably get a room. Oh, that's right. You already did. At Planet Earth's #1 accommodation site, Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
Glasses. White rum has a new captain. Introducing the all-new Captain Morgan White Rum. 5 times distilled for a smoother taste.
4th down, Coach. What do we do?
I'll tell you what we do.
I want you to go on the field. Look for anything with an O.
Let's kill them with kindness. Jimmy, I want you to make balloon animals. Tyler, make little tea cozies, something fun.
Are you okay?
We will win this for Mother Russia!
Coach, eat a Snickers.
Why is that, Chief?
You get a little loopy when you're hungry.
Better.
Now let's go for it!
Go get him, guys!
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
And we're back. You are listening to Straight Talk with Kate and Crash on HTLARadio1.com. I remember the good old days. Yes, when the kids used to play guns with real guns, and we used to shoot real Indians. That was the good old days. Now, by cracky, we just got these guns with big orange tips on them. And what the hell you do with that? Ain't no redskin in the land afraid of one of them guns. Well, you are back with Straight Talk Monday. Yes, with a little bit of Crash injected for your pleasure.
Oh, my goodness.
There we go.
Well, I love the music, though, I've got to say.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
Very cute.
Uh-huh.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good and hopefully taking a little bit of a page out of my book this year. I am infamous last-minute Lucy when it comes to holidays and decorating and cooking and shopping and all that stuff, but not this year.
No?
No, you should know. You were here. This year, the decorating is done almost already. I just have a little bit to do left. And we're using, and me and the kids are making coffee filter snowflakes and snowmen and stuff, yeah.
If I get any grounds in my coffee, someone's going to have their head somewhere.
Well, hopefully nobody will be, dumb enough to put a snowflake filter in the coffee pot maker.
Well, let's hope so.
But, and I've got my shopping day planned, and I'm going to do all my shopping in 2 days, and that's it. And then I have the rest of the month before the holiday to just cook and bake, and I'm really excited. Yeah, because I'll actually be able to relax and enjoy the holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back on with the show here and stuff that's not quite so nice, fun, or joyous. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, nobody got time for that. What are you doing? Time for school, kids. The family is asking that people stand with them so their child's life won't be swept under the rug. Yes. Actually, they're asking people to stand with them to incite more riots, looting, and Air Jordans on eBay for $12.
Yeah, totally. No, I know. They just want that same kind of attention. That's all they want.
Yeah.
Like I said, I feel very bad for the mother. I feel bad for the family. But, when is it going to stop? When is enough?
I don't understand.
After Trayvon Martin, young black kids don't know better than to stay home and not do that kind of stuff. Where were they with all that kind of stuff happening?
This kind of makes me wonder. Well, not even so much wonder, because I know. Because you can't tell me that with all of the school shootings that we've had over these last decade and a half, with the anti-gunners out there and with the huge PC movement, you can't tell me. I'm sorry, you just can't tell me that these kids don't know better. It just does not compute.
Right.
No,
they should, of course.
And subsequently, in the aftermath of the stupidity, what happens? Well, now there's things like press conferences held. Why is there press conferences held for news? This is just stupidity. It's not news.
Exactly.
And when a police officer has to put down a 12-year-old, he's putting him down not because he's 12. He's putting him down because of the piece in his hand.
Right.
Whether it's real or perceived. People have been shot to death before by police officers for sticking their hand in their pocket and pointing it at somebody.
Yeah.
So, I don't care, 12 years old or not. You can't tell me there's not common sense there. You just can't.
Right. No, it's true. I know. It's true. And even girls. I mean, it's not limited to boys now. It's just, the girls are going to be next too. Because there are girls that go around and do this kind of stuff. We just don't hear about it as often, and obviously the cops aren't as afraid of them to shoot them on the spot. But
and
soon.
you heard about the 12-year-old who's claiming that Bill Cosby raped her 32 years ago.
No. Oh, you. Did you hear he's filing a countersuit now, though?
I did not. What's
Yes.
up with the cause?
Well, he's just done with just being. I mean, his HBO show got canceled. He's
Right.
giving money back to people who've bought tickets for his live shows, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's it. Now he's decided to go on the offensive, and he's filing a countersuit now. So yeah.
Well, see, that's good to hear. And at HTLA here, we've stood beside him through that whole thing because,
We have?
Well, we have.
We have. We've stood behind him?
I have.
You have?
Okay, me. All right, just me.
I thought that you... I don't know. I guess I'm confused. I guess I misinterpreted your...
Everybody's jumping my ship now.
Yeah, well... I'll jump your ship.
Warning.
Oh, I love
Warning.
that.
All HTLA employees get off the Cosby bandwagon.
Oh,
Yes.
see, and I was about to say to your battle stations. See?
Oh, well, I'm ready to go. Yeah.
I don't know which way to think in that whole thing, one way or another. And frankly, I don't really care.
Yeah, really.
I don't care what happened to Janice Dickinson. She banged everybody anyway.
Yeah. And how about her brother Bruce Dickinson with that more cowbell thing?
Oh. I don't know that.
See, Kate actually thinks I'm being serious here. I was actually just being funny. It was a Saturday Night Live thing, but that's okay. We'll just move right along. Actually, speaking of Saturday Night Live,
good.
They have taken on the dreaded Ferguson. Oh, yes, they have.
No.
Oh, yes. This last Saturday was a fun, frolicking free-for-all at the Saturday Night Live studios here in Manhattan. I don't know. You know what? If you didn't see it, I'll leave it up to you guys all to go out to YouTube and check it out because it's there. And it's, yeah. Good
okay.
on you, James.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so now the Reverend Joanza Colvin. What do you want to bet he or she is black? Pastor of the Olivet Institutional Baptist Church, where the news conference was held, called for the resignation of Executive Assistant Marty Flask and Safety Director Michael McGrath. Yes, let's put more people out of work. That will help.
Yeah.
He also requested Mayor Frank Jackson begin a national search for a new public safety director. Oh, I'm putting my hat in there.
Yeah, really?
I'm going to have every kid in the city running around with guns with big orange ends on them. Yeah. Tamir's family filed a lawsuit Friday against the city of Cleveland, and the two officers, Timothy Lohman and Frank Grambach, involved. The lawsuit alleges excessive force, assault, and battery, and wrongful death in causes of action. Really, assault and battery. What'd they do? Go over and beat him up after they killed him? I mean, what's the assault and battery?
I don't know. I know, that's right. All they did was shoot him. That's really, wow.
I don't know. I guess they're leaving out the part where the officers went over and gave CPR and tried to continue the boy's life until EMS arrived. I guess they left that out.
Oh.
Yeah, see, and of course, molestation and battery. Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Well, here's something to break the ice about this because, I understand it was a fodder for your Crash Talk for weeks and it was, something that needed to be discussed. And
not weeks. I wouldn't touch Ferguson.
That was gorgeous, that rap. Yeah, I want that one right there.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's shopping while we're doing the show.
Yeah, well, I have to. I'm multitasking. Double. That is a gorgeous rap, though. I think I have to have it. Okay, anyway. We'll lighten things up. Did you know that bumblebees can actually fly to the top of Mount Everest?
No.
They can. They can scale Mount Everest. Research shows bumblebees can do that. And that's important, don't you think? Because maybe, the bees are disappearing and stuff. Maybe they're just going up. They're taking the high ground because they know something we don't.
This just in, bees can fly Mount Everest. There
That's
you go.
right. They can. They can scale Mount Everest. It's astounding.
That's incredible.
It is. Totally. Yep. But I just had to throw that in there.
Okay.
Because that was important. Yeah. I have something that I did want to talk about that was very, very, important.
Okay.
But it's serious and it's sad, and I don't want to follow up the, all this racial violence with something else so sad. So, that's why I threw the bumblebees in there.
Okay, well, I could lighten things up a little bit with a Alzheimer's choir.
Oh, good. As long as it's inspiring and good, I want to hear it. It is the season to be.
Well, I guess it's inspiring. Good, I don't know. You'll have to check out their latest album. But we'll be back in 2 minutes, gang, and we'll get into the Alzheimer's choir.
Awesome.
And you're listening to Straight Talk with Kate and Crash on HTLA Radio 1, New York.
Down your glasses. White Rum has a new captain. Introducing the all-new Captain Morgan White Rum. 5 times distilled for a smoother taste.
4th down, Coach. What do we do?
I'll tell you what we do. I want you to go on the field. Look for anyone with an O. Let's kill them with kindness. Jimmy, I want you to make balloon animals. Tyler, make little tea cozies. Something fun.
Are you okay?
We will win this for Mother Russia!
Coach, eat a Snickers.
Why is that, Chief?
You get a little loopy when you're hungry. Better.
Now let's go for it! Go get him, guys!
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
I stood outside assessing the situation. I knew it could be rough in there, but how rough, there was no way to know for sure.
Hey, guys.
Daddy, it's pink!
But hey, a new house, it's a blank canvas, and we got a great one, thanks to a really low mortgage rate from Navy Federal Credit Union.
Pink?
So she's a princess. You got a problem with that?
Hoorah!
4 million members, 4 million stories. Navy Federal Credit Union.
What can I get you all today? Sea salt and vinegar, smart pop butter.
I'll take caramel with a side of white cheddar.
And for you, sweetie.
The special?
Lime and salt it is.
You guys ever get tired of just eating popcorn? Because I know I never would.
Awkward. Discover all 18 flavors of Orville Redenbacher's gourmet popcorn. Simply made, passionately created.
Down your glasses. White Rum has a new captain. Introducing the all-new Captain Morgan White Rum. 5 times distilled for a smoother taste.
And we're back. You are listening to Straight Talk with Kate and Crash on HTLARadio1.com. Yeah, there we go. We're back in a little America's Heartland music for you here on Straight Talk.
I love it.
That's right, Missy. Yeah, we're actually doing a radio show. You're not supposed to just sit there and listen to the music.
Oh, I thought you were... Oh, I'm actually sitting here listening to my music.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, there you go. I have another little bit of triviality for you. They're bringing back French Toast Crunch, the cereal.
I only ever knew of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Well, it's the same thing, but it's French Toast
Crunch.
And
okay.
it was something that they tried in the 90s, and it had a modicum of success, but they're revamping and bringing it back. So
there you go. Now, isn't that good news, America?
That is good lifestyle news.
That's sensational. You know,
Yes.
in all the race wars and rage and protests and, well, just about everything else that's nasty about this country. It's good to know that Cinnamon Toast Crunch is bringing us back the good old French
Toast Crunch. That's right. It's going to be good.
You can't go wrong there. Pound for pound, dollar for dollar. Yeah.
Nope. I agree. It'll give me something else to try. I'm getting tired of Cookie Crisp. I love that cereal.
Yes, of course you do. Well, you are listening to Straight Talk on HTLA Radio 1 New York. 34 degrees right now in Central Park still. No precip right now, but we're looking at a forecast of 3 days of rain, although the big northeastern storm is a-coming. The big nor'easter.
Yes. I've got some couple more of my trivialities after your great Alzheimer's.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Where'd your mic go?
I don't know. There it is.
There you are.
Welcome back. It's this cold weather. It's affecting everything in and out of the studio. It's just awful.
Yeah, it is. It does kind of suck. But hey, there's a bright side to everything. And tonight, we've got the Alzheimer's patients who sing in a choir.
Aww.
Yes, we do.
I mean, that's really cute. How do they remember the words?
Well, that's an interesting question. I'm glad you asked that. In Minneapolis, for one generation, it's The Lion Sleeps Tonight, but for another, it's Call Me Maybe. They're the songs that get stuck in our heads and not nearly so annoying when placed in the context of a choir made up of Alzheimer's patients.
Aww.
Yes, that's where the magic comes in, says Mary Leonard, who founded the Giving Voice Chorus earlier this year with her longtime friend, Marge Struco. Once a week, since September. Oh, wow. There's a bunch of people doing things over there. Okay. Since September, roughly 30... It was the choir. There you go. I've got Alzheimer's. I forgot they were there.
That's right.
Roughly 30 Alzheimer's and dementia patients have rehearsed side by side, or at least that's what they thought, with their caregivers at the MacPhail Center for Music. Yes, the magic to which Leonard refers happens once coats are hung on the director Jeannie Brindley Barnett raises her arms. Actually, it's probably for a Ferguson protest or something. But anyway, suddenly patients who entered the room having difficulty holding a thought or stringing even a few words together start belting out tunes from Rodgers and Hammerstein and the Beatles.
There you go.
So apparently, I guess the melodies combined with the lyrics just kind of gel with them, and it works, and they just go.
Well, look, when we teach children, the first thing we teach them is the ABC song. Because that's how they remember. That's how they learn.
No, I taught Tristan Born to be Wild, but...
No, you taught Tristan some bad stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daddy's special kind of bad word kisses. Yes, I know. That's right. And then you had us cracking up at dinner today because Tristan was almost saying the word. And our daughter was freaking out because she's like, go, Tristan. You know, I'm like, no, don't say it, So it was good. It was good. Soon he'll have his own show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And how am I going to censor that one? I don't know. So I've got a couple of cute things. That was good and inspiring. See? It's never too late and there's always hope.
Well, good, because all I've got, anything else, I've got, more Berkeley riots tonight, and I've got...
Well, you'll find stuff, as you always do. I have no doubt you're the crash man. You can always just get us cigarettes.
Yeah, but the crash man, does the torture report that could spark violence.
I know.
This was your brainchild here.
I know.
Melding.
Well, I've got a couple of serious things, too. But anyway, on to a more... I guess it's not serious, but it's not funny. But it's not bad, not funny. I mean, if there's going to be a top 5, there has to be a bottom 5, right?
Sure.
So,
and trust us to bring you the bottom 5.
That's right. Sure, because the top 5's no fun,
Everybody
we want
does
to make
the top
fun
5.
of the bottom 5. Right. So we have actually compiled the list of the 5 least educated cities in America for you. And you're going to really be surprised because they're not none of them is in Arkansas. Shocker, right? Who'd have thunk? And not Kentucky. None of those places.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but I actually did that list on about 12 Crash Talks ago. About 3 months ago I did that.
Really? Because they just came out with this one for the end of the year.
Well, they probably got it off of my show because I did it on Crash Talk 3 months ago.
You really did? The least educated?
Yep. Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding? I was all over that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great minds. See? Well, let's recap Crash's 12 shows ago. So that was about 3 months ago then. And starting with number 5, Hanford, Corcoran, California.
Right.
Is the lowest on the list there, number 5. Only 12.9% attain a bachelor's degree or higher in that entire place.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, well. And let's see. Number 4 is Farmington, New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
They're tied with Corcoran, by the way. Mm-hmm. But I guess that's not surprising. What about all those towns that there's like nothing there, though?
Well,
how did they gauge this?
That's kind of actually
accurate.
That's kind of exactly. You know, to me, the actual list, which was actually the top 25 or the top of the bottom 25 or whatever they want to call it, but
right.
It was that was the thing with it, is that most of the communities that were in that list, with the exception of the top 10, which were mostly major cities,
right?
You know, there was a lot of rural towns that didn't have much more than an elementary school, let alone anything else. So
I mean, even they should have done counties or something then. You know, they should have done least educated states. Maybe that would have been more accurate.
Yeah, maybe.
Bet you those would be on there then. Anyway, then we have El Centro, California. So 2 California cities here.
Right.
Dalton, Georgia joins us at number 2.
Right.
So that's the only southern state here, really, on this bottom 5.
Yeah.
And number 1 is Lake Havasu, Arizona.
Yeah.
So that's surprising because Arizona is generally kind of, you know, urban, metropolitan, I guess, cosmopolitan.
Well, and the big thing about
the
college community in Arizona is that, you know, most of them come from all those little small towns, and they go to Arizona State. So
you know what, though, that struck me, with the exception of Dalton, Georgia, are these not all migrant worker places?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. So you could
New Mexico, California,
open up a university
Arizona.
there, and you'll just go out of business because, you can.
No, not if you tailor that university specifically to the migrant workers.
Well, then the IRS and the CIA will come down on you.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, wait.
No, the Border Patrol.
No, as they say, you can keep your schools. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, anyway, I just thought that's funny. And now I have something that I can guarantee you my husband's never done on any show ever in the world.
The official panty size meter.
No, that one you would do.
Oh, yeah.
This is the top 10 male and female cat names of 2014.
Oh, yeah, you're correct. I've never, ever done cat names on any Crash Talk. Thank you.
No, because, you know, my husband only has a cat tattooed on his arm because I'm a fierce kitty and he has to. But he's not a cat person. He's a dog person. I'm a cat person.
Well, with my dogs lately, I'm not really even so much a dog person.
Oh, don't. Trinity's going to hear you, our little Trinity Rowan. We love you, sweet girl. You're the best little girl. She's 8 months old. She's enormous. She's a Mastiff Labrador mix, and she's enormous. And she's a lot of work, so that's why. She took Daddy on a nice ride down the street when it was all icy with her leash the other day.
Yes, damn near killed me.
But a few weeks ago, she took him for a ride on the skateboard. She pulled him while he was on the skateboard, so that was really cool and fun.
That's true. And I'm going to get Gia to videotape as soon as I train Tristan to ride Trinity pulling me on a skateboard. I'm going to get...
that would be great, because Tristan can ride Trinity. I mean, she's that big.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so 2014, top 10 cat names for a male. Number 10 is Kitty. Duh.
Well, there's a good one.
And that's for a male. A male cat. I mean, duh. What? Okay. Number 9 is Jack. Number 8 is Smokey. Number 7 is Tiger. Yeah, they're really getting creative here. Number 6 is Simba. Wow. I'm just, it's sad.
There's nothing but originality and innovation in those names.
Our boy cat, we have one boy cat in the house. His name is Fender Q Mayhem. That's what our boy cat's name is. Fender after the guitar, Q because his tail curls into a question mark, and Mayhem just because he's mayheminous.
Yeah, because he destroyed half the house.
That's right. So Fender Q Mayhem is our boy's name for a cat. And
well, there, see, that works. It's creative. It's to his character and
that's
personality.
Right. And number 5 is Max. Number 4 is Charlie. Number 3 is Leo. Number 2 is Milo. And the number 1 male cat name of 2014 is Oliver.
Well, there's a twist.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Now, the top 10 female cat names. All right, we have 2.
This will be good. I know Pussy's in there.
No, it's not.
No.
We have Pussy galore. We have 2 girl cats in our home right now currently. Baby Girl, and Nala. So at least that's a little more creative. Nala Sweet, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so number 10 is Gracie. Oh, wait, this is going to be funny. Number 9 is Lily. I had a cat named Lily once. Number 8 is Callie.
Uh-huh.
And wait a second now. Number 7 is Lily.
No way.
Yes way.
That's incredible. How does one name take 2 places?
It's just amazing.
That's not fair and equal. The PCers, get on your horse. Here we go.
Oh, my goodness. Number 6 is Daisy. Daisy the cat. Number 5 is Elsa. I guess the Frozen movie is inspiring it. I don't know.
Okay.
4 is Kitty. So at least the girl Kitty is number 4. Number 3 is Lucy. Number 2 is Luna.
Uh-huh.
And number 1 is Bella after the Twilight character.
Yeah, but see, again, there's no creativity there at all.
Nothing that has to do with the cats.
Just mindless drones. What this is, I'll tell you what this is.
Yep.
All these names are coming from the 24/7 bombardment of Distraction Channel on your cell phone or Distraction Channel on Netflix or... Oh, sorry, we love Netflix.
Yeah, but wait a second, we do all that too, and we're still creative. So it's our problem.
Well, okay, but how come everybody else out there are just drooling morons?
Because they're all sheeple, I guess.
Sheeple.
Yes, sir. So this is from vetstreet.com.
So you can say that America is all sheeple out there on the air, yet you cut off my head and crapped down my neck for earlier today on Coffee and Cigarettes saying bucket.
You didn't say bucket.
I didn't say anything.
Mister.
Guy Shea was recording for us.
He didn't say bucket. That wasn't the originating consonant of that term.
He did too. I said so. And the disclaimer in my show, if you listen to the show...
It's bucket and not...
Nantucket? Right. No.
All right, well. Okay. As long as it's not the other one, that's cool. So... Yeah. But no, that's the thing. Uh-huh. This is from vetstreet.com, and over 500,000 names registered since January 1st. These are the top 10 for boys and the girls. Yeah. So it's like, people get a life, get some personality, get something. So,
I think if we look back to 1992, which was the year, of course, that Matrix came out, I wonder if we'd see, Neo is a cat name and Morpheus.
Yeah, I mean, there's so
really?
many. Oh, I guess so. Maybe. But, I mean, do we have to name our cats after? I mean, you named Fender after your guitar. And, Baby Girl was named that way because we found her that way. She had been abandoned, and she was just a little baby girl.
she was on the side of the road in a little teddy and garter stockings.
No.
So we called her Baby Girl. There we go.
And Nala, I actually didn't name. That was somebody else's cat.
No, she came from Egypt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody gave me that, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just sad, though. Yeah. Oh, and then there's another atrocious story. Some hunter shot a dolphin with an arrow. Have you heard that? And now there's a major hunt for the killer going on because of the guy who shot the dolphin with an arrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's brutal stuff. I mean, they're protected, and that's not cool, and that's not even remotely okay. Gulf of Mexico.
Hollywood's going to come out with the movie now, The Hunt for Dead December.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
They're going to name the dolphin December because, that's what month it is, and we're just that creative out here in America.
Well, this is the second violent death of a protected animal in recent weeks in the Gulf of Mexico. So it washed ashore on Orange Beach, Alabama over the weekend with a yellow feathered arrow embedded in its side. And they're saying, this is breaking my heart, that the dolphin probably survived with the arrow for at least 5 days before dying of an infection caused by the wound. So, it's harming, harassing, or feeding a wild dolphin is prohibited under the Marine Mammal Protection Act of 1972. So it's a federal, whoever did this, and I hope they catch him right now. And there's a brutal picture of it, and I don't like to look at it, but the poor baby is just horrible.
I guess they'll send the offender to Guantanamo Bay.
Oh.
I get it? Oh, no.
Yes, I get it. But there's a big reward. And last week, a pregnant dolphin was shot and killed. So there's a reward for that, too.
Damn.
So you can check out at NOAA Fish Media on Twitter and follow them and keep up to date on what's going on with the dolphin hunt.
Ah, yes. Of course, that is if you care about what is going
Well,
on.
why wouldn't you?
With the dolphin hunt.
Don't get
Why?
me mad now. Of course, everybody needs to care about the dolphins, dang nabbit.
The only people that should be concerned about this, I think, are the people that make purses out of dolphins.
No, dolphins are protected and intelligent, amazing creatures. They're the equivalent of dogs, in intelligence, and pigs are even smarter than dogs. They're the equivalent of pigs and dogs, and and they're mammals, and they're sweet, and they're loving, and
I'm sure they could come up with better names for their cats.
I'm sure they could as well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when we come back from this next 2-minute break, then we'll talk more, and maybe you can tell me some other names that you would come up with for things, because I like to hear that.
Eugene Ulysses. There you go.
And you're listening to Straight Talk with Kate and Crash on HTLA Radio 1, New York.
The world is facing one of the biggest crises in the history of history. Girls are getting hotter and hotter. This is causing guys to lose their cool. It's happening everywhere. That's why the people at Axe have developed the new Axe Chill collection. It helps guys keep their cool before it's too late. Girls are getting hotter. Keep your cool with the new Chill collection from Axe.
Down your glasses. White Rum has a new captain. Introducing the all-new Captain Morgan White Rum. 5 times distilled for a smoother taste.
4th down, Coach. What do we do?
I'll tell you what we do. I want you to go on the field, look for anyone with an O. Let's kill them with kindness. Jimmy, I want you to make balloon animals. Tyler, make little tea cozies, something fun.
Are you okay?
We will win this for Mother Russia!
Coach, eat a Snickers.
Why is that, Chief?
You get a little loopy when you're hungry. Better?
Better. Now let's go for it! Go get him, guys!
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
You walked into the hotel as a 5. But when she saw the room, you turned into a weird 7. When she saw the rooftop pool, you went to 11. You two should probably get a room. Oh, that's right. You already did. At Planet Earth's #1 accommodation site, Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
And we're back. You are listening to Straight Talk with Kate and Crash on HTLARadio1.com. Yes, you are. You are back on the big shoe tonight. The Straight Talk with the Kate and the Crash, with a little bit more crash added for your protection. Yeah, it's 34 degrees Central Park right now, cloudy, and the outlook, the outcast, it's bleak. It's just rain, rain, rain. All day, all night for the next 3 days, that's what it says. But we got that nor'easter by... yes, the big winter storm, the next in the wave of winter storm devastation. And, so we're doing a little crash-up, mash-up talk here. I don't know. It's one of Kate's ideas. We're going to throw in a little more crash talk into the straight talk and see what the hell that sounds like. I don't know so far. I don't know what you think. Let us know. It's always good. Producer at HTLARadio1.com. Send us an email, or, of course, Twitter at HTLARadio1, at CRASHTalkin, or at Fierce Kitty Kate. Yeah, there you go. So Kate stepped out of the booth for a few minutes here, so I'm going to get to more Crash Talk stuff. Yes. Officials fear torture reports could spark violence. That's my kind of stuff on Crash Talk, you bet. Violence. Well, in Washington today, federal officials are braced for possible violence at U.S. facilities around the world. Yes, as senators prepared to release a report Tuesday detailing the CIA's torture of suspected terrorists in the wake of 9/11 attacks. Yeah. Apparently, quote, there are some indications that the release of the report could lead to a greater risk that is posed to U.S. facilities and individuals all around the world, White House spokesperson Josh Earnest said yesterday. So the administration has taken the prudent steps, of course, to ensure that the proper security precautions are in place at U.S. facilities around the globe. Yeah. Well, here's an idea. You could do that, and make sure those security precautions are in place all around the world there. But, you could also just, not release the report. That's an idea. Hey, that might work. But what do I know? Really, I don't know nothing. And the lovely, the incredibly talented, beautiful Miss Fierce Kitty has decided to rejoin us here in the booth today.
Yes, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. It was a pleasure doing part of the show
with you.
without you. Yeah. Just talking about this torture report that the U.S. government is releasing and fearing reprisals all over the world at U.S. installations all over the world.
Yeah, until they get hit by terrorists.
Well, yeah, but my question is, why release the report?
Well, that's true because of this illusion of transparency we're supposed to have now.
Yeah, but nobody believes that.
That's what I mean. It's so true. And this is what I mean. People, you have to wake up. If you can hear my voice, everything that you hear on that magic devil box that's in your living room is a lie. It's fake. It's baloney. It's spun. Good grief.
Beware the magic devil box.
Yeah, totally. Seriously, though. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I guess it's because I'm lucky. And I've made it to the ripe old age of 46 or 47 or however the heck old I am.
Oh, my goodness, 47.
Okay, thank you. I don't know. I don't celebrate birthdays, damn it.
Yes, you do. Well, I do.
Yeah,
I celebrate your birthdays.
Yeah, I just sort of sit there and stare blankly at the old TV. Yeah.
Yes.
But no, I don't... personally, I don't watch a whole lot of television except for, like The Walking Dead or Game of Thrones or something, and then... it's off again.
Right.
I get my news from the web and any other content that I choose. It's not anything else that's pre-programmed in somebody's, lineup or something.
No, that's true. I know. I listen to, what do I do? Documentaries mostly. I'm all about the realities and things, but I like my horror and stuff too.
But I mean, I think I stopped watching TV as it's meant to be consumed 24/7, no sleep, keep your eyes open, keep watching, keep buying.
Well, news and stuff, yeah.
No, I never fell in for that whole 24/7 CNN thing. Or
I did that for a while.
Nancy Loser. Yeah, no. But, you're supposed to just keep watching TV and keep watching the commercials and keep buying things, and that's the whole idea behind TV. And, very rarely is there something that actually comes out on TV that I think is worthy of actually spending an hour or an hour and a half or 2 hours of my time watching.
Right.
And then even at that now we're bombarded more than ever before, sometimes with 7 and 8 minute segments of commercials.
Oh, I know. They're getting longer and longer and more brutal. And now the hiatuses in between the shows, like a show's coming on and then it takes 3 months off, and then it's like 3 months later I'm on to a new show.
Yeah.
Unfortunately though, with The Walking Dead, of course I'll always come back. But, I don't like the later seasons, I got to say.
No.
Gia was just watching season 1 on Netflix because she's not really watched it. Now she can do it on her phone. She has the app. And so she's just now getting into it. And that was when it was good. It's just gotten crap now, I have to say. I have to say, with all the token actors they have to put on there now to appease all the groups. You know, it's taken away from the whole entire. I mean, there's even a lesbian on the show now, and you know, it's
well, never mind that. I mean, that's bad enough.
Yeah.
But let's look at something like taking a character and completely changing that character to suit audiences of today.
Right.
And you know, I would submit the new Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, don't.
Sorry,
Oh.
sorry. Sherlock Holmes was never gay.
No, but Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman are being, well, they're being portrayed as though there could possibly be an underlying sensual attraction there or whatever. It's like, dude, he's a detective.
Of course, but in Sherlock Holmes, sensuality doesn't come into it. Sorry.
If it does, it's for the ladies for his deductive kind of intellect.
Yes, they want the big D.
That's right. You said it.
Well, and then the other problem I have with is when they take characters and completely change them around to suit the PC agenda, pointing to, unfortunately, because I like the actor and I like his acting, Denzel Washington in his latest portrayal of the Equalizer, a white British MI6 agent.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, Denzel, we love him and we love all his stuff that he does. And I'm sure he's going to be really fabulous in this role as well.
Sure.
But this is, you know, what's next? A black Tarzan?
Well, you know, it's funny you say that because I was just thinking that they're going to remake Lord of the Rings in another, 14 years, and Gandalf will be black, played by Martin Wayans.
Who knows? Oh, they should actually. Well, they've done all those funny spoofs about that, though. They've really niched themselves with that. I love all of those
Absolutely.
scary movies and all that. Now the haunted house is based
But
on it. It's funny. It's
But it should be noted that they make fun of their own race.
Right.
And the Ebonics and the
Of
no
course they
education
do.
and the street people and the winos
because,
and the poor.
you know, they understand that. We didn't create the stereotypes and we don't perpetuate them. You know, there's a reason every nationality has a stereotype. It's because it's based in truth.
Yeah.
And that's what makes humor funny and comedy funny, is when you can home in on that truth and everyone universally understands it because it's part of that stereotype. Everybody who's at least a fractionally modicum bit or portion thereof of anything besides a sheeple understands that stereotypes are just stereotypes and that individuals have individual traits that extend beyond the stereotype, and that you accept a person for those things that extend beyond the stereotype, and you don't just take a person at face stereotypical value.
There you go.
We have black friends, we have gay friends, we have friends of every denomination, and you know, there's stereotypes for us too, you know, and you know, we don't say
we don't feel the need to go out and have a parade about everybody equal popularization day.
Right. True. Right.
Well,
that's the thing, though. And that's what I mean, though. That's the sheeple. They just, it's part of that whole distraction culture. They can't face their own mediocrity, so they have to create a grandiose alternative placement to feel even remotely normal.
But I think in the case of black people, they need to actually take a good harsh lesson.
Yes, sorry, lesson.
Yes, this is Sean Connery coming to you live from HTLA Studio 2, advising you all to listen to HTLA Radio 1 and 2 this January.
Awesome.
There you go.
Go on.
No, I think that black people in particular have a perfect case in point to follow when it comes to the Wayans brothers, because what they have done is they have taken all those cultural setbacks and turned them to an advantage for themselves, and boy,
Right.
have they capitalized on
They
it.
really have, and they're respected for it, and we love them, and, you know, they're awesome.
Unlike Tyler Perry, who just sucks Oprah's teat.
Isn't that the truth? I'm sorry, but Medea was never a funny character, still isn't a funny character. Martin Lawrence's mama was funnier. Sorry.
Well,
Big Mama, that she was funnier.
I think Medea was successful because everybody's met her at the Department of Motor Vehicles.
Oh, my goodness. Hence another stereotype. But you know what I mean? That's just
sure.
the thing.
Sure. You know, if I said I'd like to go over to that vending machine there and buy some nice teen girls' underwear.
Oh, we're in Japan.
Everybody knows we're in Japan.
Bingo. We
There
have a
you
winner.
go.
Ding,
See?
ding, 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 ding. Right.
And remind me next time I'm in Japan, I got to get a couple.
HTLA's New Year concert. Name that stereotype.
Excellent.
I know. It just came to me.
See, that's creativity at work right there, right in front of you.
Live.
Eat it, cat name people.
Absolutely.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
There you go.
Right.
See now, and if that lady right there, Miss Sugar Brown, if she had any wherewithal, any common sense, any creativity in her bones, she would have capitalized
on the name Sugar Brown?
No, on that whole movement that was.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well,
God,
it was a meme.
She could have toured the world.
Yeah.
With her Ain't Nobody Got Time for That World Tour.
Yeah, I know.
She could have.
Well, you know.
I'm surprised.
Not everyone is entrepreneurial.
I'm surprised some music producer didn't approach her with the idea.
Well, they have. You know, not her, but they've just taken it. They've just taken it and they've memed it and it's in songs and it's become part of the pop culture of the day. So
yeah, but you see, she hasn't seen penny one from it. That's what I'm saying. They're missing out.
Right.
You know, if their culture is that and they're going to be that, Jesus, man, you know, make some money off it. What are you doing?
I know it's hard and it's tough, and you know you have economic inequality all over the country, and people go up and people go down, and people lose fortunes and they gain them back, and it's individual on their wherewithal.
Yeah, that's true, but you can't tell that group that. You know, to them it's just, well, we po, and that ain't fair.
Exactly, that's the thing, though. They're so hung up on, you know. It's like saying, I'm trying to think of a good analogy, but usually I can't.
Well, while you're thinking of that, how many times has Donald Trump fallen on his face, lost everything, and come back? 2 or 3 times?
Twice. But like you said the first time, because we've had this conversation too, that, you know, he did have people to call and stuff like that. You know,
sure.
But, you know, he had a little bit of a leg up. But you use all your resources that you have at your disposal, however minute they might be.
Sure.
You know, and every hour is a step to make the next hour a better one and position yourself better for the third hour and the fourth. And if you have to do it hour by hour, you do that. You know, but education's a part of that, and that's not something that's in that culture, you know.
That's probably why there's so many get-rich-quick schemes in America that are so successful, is because people fall into that.
Well, that too. But unfortunately, you know, we've become a society that it never used to be like that. You either were educated or you weren't, and you worked for the educated. Mm-hmm. And that was it, you know. And now
But now that's not fair now in PC world.
Well, I don't live in PC world, you know. PC for me stands for piece of crap, because that's all it is.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about the general populace.
Right. Well, that's part of the delusionary, distracting thing, and that's why this world is falling into disrepair and crap and all this kind of stuff, because PC is just a way to take the focus off the real issues, and the sheeple don't even see it. You know, it's just no one's allowed to dislike anything or, you know, go against popular opinion. And like we were talking about last week, the advent of social media, you know, Facebook and all that, and it's in our genetics, it's in our wiring, it's in our nature to be socially accepted. So we can't go against, you know, whatever, like when you see people say something on Twitter and they lose their jobs, or if they say something that goes against public opinion and they, you know, they get ousted from whatever it is, like that poor chick on a plane flying to Africa saying, well, don't worry, I'm white and a girl, so I won't come back with AIDS, and she loses her job. It's like, grow up, people. You know, she's allowed to say that. This is a free country. You know, she's white and she's likely not going to get AIDS when she goes to Africa because, A, she's white, and that's just the way it is. So you can't even, PC means you can't even tell the truth. You know, I mean, it's a truthful, factual statement. You don't like it, suck it. You know, you're not going to bring down my entire career and my entire, you know, everything that I've worked for my family because you don't like a statement I made on Twitter.
Oh, wait,
you know,
we just got a couple of tweets, actually. The listeners want you to say, suck it again, slower.
Suck it.
There you go.
Right.
All right.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying, though. It's just unimaginable to me that we've become such lily-livered, neurotic pansies that we can't even defend our own selves against words typed on a screen.
Yeah.
Ooh. You know. It's unimaginable to me. Come and meet me and my machete here at my house. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
It is. And actually, it's all the more scarier, though, because courts across this great land are starting to take into evidence submissions from Facebook of all places.
Yeah.
Now I would submit, if I was a defense attorney for anybody, if that was indeed the case in whatever case I was defending my client against, if somebody even mentioned the word Facebook on the prosecutor's side, I'd rip that a complete new one, because Facebook, nobody is who they say they are on there. And everybody, all those profiles, oh man, I think I've got I'm friends with Hugh Jackman and Natalie Portman and all these great celebrities that don't work 18 hours a day in their career. No, they're sitting on Facebook all day sharing out pictures of them at the party last night.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have time for Facebook anymore. You go and look at the timeline between my actual posts because I'm just too busy.
Yeah.
And I can't even get on Twitter. True, they have, the people that they pay to make their posts and make their tweets and do that kind of stuff, but it's still not them.
No.
People, let me just share a little tidbit with you. Celebrities are on Facebook and they're on Twitter, but they're under names you won't find them as because they want to hang out with their friends, not you.
There you go.
They have official fan pages for you, and they're not running those, and that's it. So, yeah. There you go.
All right, well, there it is. We're going to go for our last commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up our final segment of 8 minutes of just pure, exciting joy. Yeah, there you go. Back in a minute.
And you're listening to Straight Talk with Kate and Crash on HTLA Radio 1, New York.
So do you guys think being fast is better than being slow?
Yes! It's better to be fast, to not be bitten by a werewolf, and then you'll be turned into one, and you'll have to stay in, and then you'll have to get shaved because you'll be too hot, and then you're like, which means I wish I was back to a human.
What?
It's not complicated. Faster is better. And AT&T is the nation's fastest 4G LTE network for your iPhone 5.
I've been eating Egg McMuffins since 1984. But when I saw Taco Bell made a waffle taco, I figured I would get with the times. So I got a haircut and I got some tighter pants. Lost my flip phone, got a smartphone, even took down my Loverboy poster. Now I'm eating waffle tacos and AM Crunch Wraps, and I just made like $700 on Craigslist.
Move on from your old McDonald's breakfast with Taco Bell's exciting new breakfast menu.
Fourth down, Coach. What do we do?
I'll tell you what we do. I want you to go on the field, look for anyone with an O. Let's kill them with kindness. Jimmy, I want you to make balloon animals. Tyler, make little tea cozy, something fun.
Are you okay?
We will win this for Mother Russia!
Coach, eat a Snickers.
Why is that, Chief?
You get a little loopy when you're hungry. Better.
Now let's go for it! Go get him, guys!
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
It's a nice outfit you got there, man.
I wanted to mix it up a little today.
Sorry, boys. Afraid I can't let you in here with those bowls. This pop-up bowl wing is a bowl-free zone. We make our own bowls here. So you need to finish those out there.
Okay.
What's up, Big Papas?
Bowl offender. Bowl offender. Bowl offender.
Didn't realize I was in there.
Snack easier with Orville Redenbacher's Pop-Up Bowl. Simply made, passionately created.
Down your glasses. White Rum has a new captain. Introducing the all-new Captain Morgan White Rum. 5 times distilled for a smoother taste.
And we're back. You are listening to Straight Talk with Kate and Crash on HTLARadio1.com. Oh yes, man.
Christmas in the Island, man.
We are back, man. Welcome to Straight Talk.
Yes. Straight Talk.
Yes,
Kate and
great.
Crash.
That's awesome.
Yes,
thank you very much.
Yes. Well, I've got something holiday related if you're interested.
We love holidays on the island.
Well, as is appropriate for what we were just discussing, there's an entire trend now towards self-gifting for the holidays, buying yourself tons of gifts for the holidays.
That's not what the dealio's about.
No, but that's what people are doing now because, if they're going to buy gifts for everybody else, then, one for you, one for me, two for you, two for me, three for you, three for me.
Aren't we in enough debt as a country with Christmas the way it was?
I think that's what it's all just part of that distraction, burial, denial, piteous. We as a people, well, not me, but,
We as in you.
That's right, exactly. Have no substance. That this is all there is. There's distraction. There's, all this other kind of stuff. It's like no one is, there's very few people that I come across in my life and that are actively self-improving and self-developing. And, the world's issues are irrelevant to self-development because without self-development, you can't do anything to better the world, if you're not the best you can be.
No.
So, let me be half-assed and I'll donate this or I'll spend my time doing this or I'll distract myself and be as PC as possible. And,
Yeah.
But once you get to a point where, you reach a kind of level of authenticity, you can see through all that kind of thing, all that banana bull crap stuff. And
I guess that's I got to kind of agree with you because I guess that is why I'm sort of just so unimpressed with everything outside, our little world these days because all of it seems redundant and mindless.
Right, and petty and, yeah, I know. And I always say the same thing, that when there's no more hungry children or people that don't have a home to go to at night or an animal that's being tortured and abused for some, sports person with a lot of money and nothing else to do.
Yeah.
With some vagrant, vermin's pleasure. When all that stuff is taken care of, then talk to me about gay marriage and then talk to me about, how there's inequality among the races or whatever it is. It's just like grow up and,
Yeah. No, there's definitely a lot more important things that need to be taken care of.
Absolutely.
Way before any of this stuff, yeah.
And you know what? I have to always go back to what Ronald Reagan said.
Well.
That's right. He said that if we were facing, as a globe, a threat from outside of our planet, all the problems that we think are so important right this minute would disappear.
I was just going to say, he likes talking about aliens.
Right, because we would come together as a planet to defend against this outside threat.
Well, you'd like to think so, but let's be honest and realistic here. In a global battle for our survival, when the aliens come, what would the Africans contribute? We're going to put them in catapults and chuck them up at the spaceships? What?
Well, now, see, I can't go as far as that. And, I don't kind of really even kind of go for that kind of inane talk because that's not true, too. I believe that every person has a value.
Talk.
You're Crash Talk. This is Straight Talk. So you can go crash and I'll just be straight. And my straight person is saying that every person has a value. Every soul has a value. And it's their own fault if they don't find what the gift they've been given is and utilize it during their lifetime here.
All right. Well, I'm going to be launching Africans against the space aliens with catapults.
No, he's not. But see, that's funny too because, like I said, we have a lot of friends and they all know us too. So it bothers me though for other people to think that they don't know us, like people know us.
Right.
So we say a lot of things, but, we're actually uber cool. And like I said, we have the stereotype thing, but we always see beyond the stereotype to the individual too. So, that kind of thing.
I pretty much only see to the individual.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but, when you present to us with something as ridiculous as a lot of the stuff that gets presented to us, you get cynical. You really do.
Oh, sure.
I mean, from the minute we started TMFI and we started getting screenplays on napkins and written in Word documents, and that was kind of my faith in humanity was gone.
Well, yeah, but, for everything that I say against people who don't go to film school who just think they have enough talent to get wherever they're going to go, and they're just going to give it and put some garbage together and present it.
You can't. You have to have all three.
Well,
talent, education, and training.
Yeah, you and I know that, but I will give them kudos at least as far as the effort goes.
See, I don't, because I'd be it's one thing you have a dream and you're going to go for it no matter what, but then you have to understand you get one shot at it, and your 2-minute elevator pitch can't be on a napkin. So.
Well, there you go. Your 2-minute elevator pitch can't be on a napkin. That's your words
wisdom.
Of wisdom for tonight.
That's right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of Straight Crash, Crash Straight, Crash Mash, Straight Talk. But yes, it was fun. It was fun, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I would like to thank HTLA Radio 1 for keeping us here, bringing you the issues that matter with the people to whom they matter most. Today it was just us, but that's okay. A huge thank you to our sponsors and supporters, and of course, we're nothing without you, our listeners. Last but not at all least, thank you to my everything, my producer, co-host, and husband, Christopher Crash Jesus Taylor, the inimitable Crash.
There you go.
That's right. Now be here next Monday, Meeps, because you never know who's going to show up on Straight Talk to talk straight. Be fierce, kitties. Meow. Good night.